And now, sports with Joey Dubois.
The Idaho State men's basketball team struggled to a 7-23 record last year. Now they're changing some things around heading into next season. The team announcing a number of new additions today via the transfer portal. Coach Ryan Looney introducing 6 new players via Twitter. Some of those reinforcements are Miguel Tomley, Colby Lee, Brock McKenzie, and Ronnie Stapp, all of whom are transferring in from other colleges. Lee, probably the name you are most likely to recognize. The Meridian native and Rocky Mountain High grad, played 3 seasons of ball down at BYU. Also announcing 2 freshmen entering the program, Jordan Hansen and Briggs Ranstrom joining the Bengal squad next year. Ranstrom also a graduate of Rocky Mountain, so a little reunion for Lee and Ranstrom here in Pokey. A new look squad will be taking the court for Coach Looney come next winter. And a similar cycle playing out with the women's team, except so far it's been a bit more transferring out than transferring in. Keeping you up to date on this story, there are now 9 members of last year's team in the transfer portal. That group headlined by Big Sky first teamer Tamika Whitman. Whitman has not announced where she will be transferring to, but the team announcing today the first 2 of what we expect to be many transfers into the program. Sydney Bevington will be joining the team from Santa Clara University. The 6-foot guard from Colorado appeared in 10 games for the Broncos in her freshman year. And incoming freshman Casey Spink from Spokane, Washington, also joining the team. We'll keep you updated with the roster as the season approaches. Idaho State's Tanner Connor wasn't always necessarily shooting for the NFL, but that began to change prior to his junior year when he heard from strength trainer Jordan Llewellyn. Llewellyn reached out, letting Connor know he saw serious potential in him as a pro prospect. So when Connor began preparing for the NFL draft, choosing where to train was a no-brainer.
Jordan Llewellyn, the head strength trainer at Fort Myers Exeter, which is where I trained, hit me up 2.5 years ago before any agent ever hit me up. And I was like, who's this guy? Like, he's talking about NFL training. Like, I'm not even a starter yet. And he's like, dude, I've seen some of your film. I've seen your track times. Like, you're going to be a guy in a few years. I want to be, grateful to train you. And so having somebody like that reach out so early in my career and believe in me from that process kind of gave me a Hillary Merkley vibe. And so I was super, super grateful for that. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go with this guy.
Connor give a shout out to ISU track and field coach Hillary Merkley in there. Connor, a Big Sky champ during his time at ISU on the track, as well as starring on the football field. We'll let you know which team takes Connor when the NFL draft begins. Later this month, Alyssa Naken and the San Francisco Giants making history Tuesday night. Naken becoming the first female on-field coach in Major League history. Naken is typically an assistant, working primarily on base running, but after first base coach Antoine Richardson was ejected, manager Gabe Kapler called on Naken to take over at first base. A great moment when Padres first baseman Eric Hosmer congratulated her. She made history back in 2020 as the first full-time female coach in league history. Kapler said Naken was prepared for the moment and she was just doing her job. And that'll do it for sports. Back to you, Matt.
All right. Thank you very much, Joey.